Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall on Christmas Eve is 9:20. Back with a plethora of stuff for the 26th of December. It's St. Stephen's Day in Ireland. It is Boxing Day in the UK. What do they call it in America or any other country? I forget. The day after Christmas, probably. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous and healthy 2025, each and every one of you. The last time I spoke with you was on Sunday. I was going for pints, and I sure did. Started early, gone 6 o'clock, 5 sittings, 5 pubs. Well, two was where we started and where we finished. We had at least 2 in every one of them. So we'll get into double figures. Well, and the porter was good and met a lot of people. We were in the county town in a few pubs, and the Gaels was after winning, the local teams were after winning the county under 20 title. Just played over in the Dome in Mayo, and they played it outside. I don't know what brought them over when they weren't playing it inside. And there was a couple of pubs that were packed, good crack. Great doing it, a bit tired then yesterday, but not too bad. No hangover, just a bit tired. Got the bus. I put up the video this morning. I got the bus yesterday evening about 5:20, and I think it was 10 or half 10 before I had everything dropped off to the little elves. Some of them are bigger elves and some of them are smaller elves, but they came through. The Strokestone elves, they're still working on it, but I'll be collecting them first thing in the morning. 8:15, I'm picking up Ronan. He's cooking 3 hams. He's at them tonight. He was supposed to do them today, but he went shopping. Generosity has been absolutely A1, outstanding. Shout out! I gave a shout out to a few already. Fionn Adam, Niall McNulty, William Masterson, Martin Crotley, Bill Butler, Ian Dixon, Mike Martin, Marietta Wilkinson in Coventry, the Rioshas, Paul and Sinead Butler, Brian Griffin, Boy 777, Robert Deegan, Aidan Mitchell and Kieran Fines, 2 newcomers to the bus, chipped in a few quid, thanks lads, and Paulie Harris and Mike Fletcher are also newcomers to the bus. Hope I left nobody out. I don't think I did. Thanks very much. Some of you were extra and over generous, I thought, because of something I never asked, I didn't want to begin with, but people say, I think the first time somebody asked, I said I didn't want it. They said, well, you're doing what you were doing, so give us the option of letting us do what we want to do. So the option has been there, and thank you very much. Bus is ready. Generator has been checked out, it's working. Microwave was cleaned out. Petrol got for the can. Lead is in the bus, and everything is ready to go, apart from just picking up one more turkey. I've extra stuff. We're hoping to feed 100 this year. We've done 84, I think, last year. So we're aiming for 100. We have enough for 100 anyway, 100 dinners. So hopefully we'll have a successful day tomorrow. On to some of the racing. We start off, there's 5 bus horses running on 26th. Where did my sheet disappear to all of a sudden? Isn't that funny? It's at the bottom where it should be, and I didn't look there. A bus horse to newcomers on the channel is a horse that we tipped up the last time, and it won for us. In the 12:45 in Kempton, we have such one in a horse called Range, trained by Sam Thomas. Went up £8 for winning over 2.5 miles the last time. Went up £8, but Dylan Johnson is taking the rides. He's taken off 3. It jumped well the last time. I made a mistake the time before, which is going well. It's an each way bet for Range in the 12:45. Sticking with Kempton, we have another each way bet. A horse that won for us the last time in a hurdle race was Supreme Gift. East India Express will be hard enough beaten, you'd imagine, but a small each way bet. It's at 12 to 1 in a lot of the bookies. They're paying 5 places. One off Beach Harbour Lake over at 3 miles. I'd prefer if it was longer for him, to be honest. But seeing that he won the last time, we'll stay with him. I was going to show the race, but there's no need to. We go to the 120 in Kempton, the Jukebox Man. I think this is even money favourite. This one in the Cotto Star. It beat Masaccio the last time. It was second in the Albert Bartlett to Sadder Story, and then it was second in to Dancing City in Aintree. We could double that with some of the might be shorter. We could double that with Better Days Ahead. That won for us the Martin Pipe, the last race in Cheltenham earlier in the spring. Gordon Elliott has 3, Buddy 1, a former horse of ours. I just don't think it might be classy enough. It's not as good a jumper as it is. It'll be as it was a hurler. It'll improve, but I don't think. Think Better Days Ahead. The winner of the Merton Pipe will be classier. Croke Park won the Drinmore. And I remember I did say the time that I seen that horse in Naas Troytown Dale last year, that the best looking horse I think is going to make a fine chaser in time. But hopefully Better Days Ahead is classy enough to win that. Could double them even than 6 to 4 is a 4 to 1 double. We go to the 110 at Leopardstown. Bus horse in this is Hello Neighbour. Won on the flat the last time for us. It was in the county of Roscommon. Hosed up that day. It opened up 4 to 1 earlier today or yesterday. It was into 5 to 2. Naturally Nimble, who everyone thought would be Sean Mulryan's horse for the Boodles, won the last time, and at a big price, 33 to 1. And they couldn't but win. I heard the jockey saying afterwards that he'd be locked up if he didn't win it. Well, we'll see tomorrow as well that Willie DeHool, he's out. There was all kinds of reports that he was supposed to be a rocket. So there's money down for Gavin Cromwell's one. We'll see how it goes. Where are we here? We're the 145. Is that all the bus horses covered? Jukebox Man, Hello, Range, Lies Ahead, Super Gift. Yeah, that's the 5 done. This looks like my nap of the day. In the 145 at have to be brave at times, either right or wrong. If you look at the former winners of this, Willie Mullins, he doesn't send too many handicappers, but he won it on Dysart Diamond. And actually, when it won in 2020, it hosed up and it went up £11, I think, for that. He has a race horse, a runner this year. Johnny Blue. I thought this was desperate eye catching the last time. It's the 9-2-5. It should be a strong each way play. Paul Townsend rode the light a bit. Started off, won a bumper first time out for which is with Nicky Henderson. Then it was second in a novice hurl, 11-4-5. It was beaten at 1-6 in April. So did the owner? It's still the same owner, and he just says, "Hey, look, we'll take it across the pond to Willie." The last time, I'm going to show you this. this is him here. This is a 2.5 mile. I think they're going to be up at the pace more or less tomorrow.
Now by
or the
3
next day.
to Turkov, and on the inside King Ferdinand struggling to keep position. His Voice of
He was
Reason
out the back on the far side and he
as
cut
they
in
hit the
here.
straight on the final 3 flights, and it's still one big boom in
Blue
front,
hat.
followed by Turkov. On the far side is King Ferdinand, then Cruz the Apple Tart as they jump to third last. Young Lucy's coming into it, and then Johnny Blue and Killaney King and Junior Rattler to the jump. One big boom nicely cleared of the pack from King Ferdinand, followed by Johnny Blue, Turkov, Young Lucy, Junior Rattler, Killaney King, Cruz Apple Tart next, followed by Mercury Mission, but they've still got to go and catch. One big boom, Johnny Blue, Junior Rattler stays on ahead of Young Lucy, King Ferdinand, the final flight. One big boom crashes through it. Junior Rattler is closing now within a couple of lengths, and then Mercury Mission from a mile back. One big boom beats off all comers. And
I don't think he was too busy on him that day. There wasn't much money for him either. Be interesting to see what. Will there be money for him? I think he's well handicapped at 111. Back in trip. Be up at the pace. He won't be at the back of the field the next day, I would hope. So, strong each way selection on Johnny Blue. We go to the Roland Merrick Handicap Chase. Oh, I'm going to wait. I'm going to put up I'm in a dilemma here. I had picked Cruise Control, put him up twice when for races he was supposed to be going for the Beecher Chase in Aintree, and just called off, and he was somewhere else and just called off. Time of the storms there. Any horse that comes over to Leopard or Punchestown, if they're winning in Aintree and Newcastle, the sort of think he's better than that. I think his long-term aim is the Grand National down the line, whether it's this year or probably next year. But the favourite, it's a bad favourites race. It has been a lucky enough race for me. I'm going to wait and put up a selection on the morning. Some Scope is a horse that won for us twice last year. And with Callum Pritchard claiming 7, second run back after wind surgery. It was eye-catching enough the last day. And also you have Tamuras, former Grade 1 winner. It's the stats on this race. The second favourite has won the last 4 years. Here, favourite has only won 2 out of 10. Second favourite 4 times. Favourite didn't even finish, so whatever, it fell or whatever. I'm going to wait and put up a selection for that, as I said. In the big race of the day, I have to give my opinion on it. Oh, what's this? Oh, that was payment plan. He won for us a couple of times. That's on the go. I know we just must have looked at that. 7-4 favourite. The big race of the day. 3 mile. I narrowed it down to 3. The French horse has to have a chance. It was just for impressive last year. It was on the same track or the same trip as the King George. It was 5 seconds faster. Got a lead, but he burst blood vessels a couple of times lately. But he burst them at the one track. Like, is it all teal or whatever you call it? The horse that I give a great chance to as well, but I prefer it to be going the opposite way around, is Lam Presse. It jumps to its left. It was beaten at this 2 years ago by Brave Man's Game, and Brave Man's Game was in better form than it is now. It didn't run then until in the Gold Cup, and it was a head jump in the last. So 3 mile. that was a run there, 2 miles 5 to get it right. 3 miles 2. It was only beaten 15 lengths, but it was only beaten after the last. It was leading nicely at the second last. It's a 9-year-old. 9-year-olds can, but if you're a better than average 6-year-old, and that's the reason I'm going for Spillanes Tower. He won grade 1, but let's look at back here now. If we go back to 2004, a 6-year-old Kicking King, so it's 3-1. He won as a 6-year-old. It came back and won it the following year again. Go back here then, and we had Cotto Star, a 6-year-old, with off 8 to 13 favourite, came back and won it the following year, and the following year, and the following year. When we see Long Run winning here as a 6-year-old, it came back and won again as a 7-year-old. That looks like. And then Clandis Obo won it as a 6-year-old and won it as a 7-year-old. So if you're classy enough, you're going to win. And Clandis Obo was the biggest outsider of the lot there. He was 12-1, whereas all the rest of them were all well fancied. There's question marks about a lot of them in my view. Spillanes Tower won a grade 1 over 3 miles 1. So the trip is no problem. I won a 2.5 mile grade 1 when it beat Tactical Move. I thought that it would need farther that we were on Tactical Move. And the last year then in the John Durkin, over 2, 3.5, 2, 4. It was in a right good ding-dong battle with a few of them up the stretch. So the fact that I think he's classy enough to win it as a 6-year-old. Like all the others were all after coming out of the novice campaigns. And I'll be doing a Tricast combination. I'll be doing the 7, the 9 and the 10. I think the likes of Grey Dawning needs more cut in violin. We were on that. It's a 10-year-old Corbett's Cross. I don't think the only race that one there was the 3 miles 6. Banbridge staying is the problem with him, I think. So that's the selection, and that's the reason why. There's one other horse that caught my eye. Now, handbrake could be a problem. The Tony Martin trained Pralognan. This is handicap to win. But when it'll win is the thing. If you look at it here, it came from France. Handbrake was on, bet by 58 lengths, 32 lengths and 98. 150 to 1, 300 to 1, 200 to 1. Got a rating, what it is now. But if you look at it on his flat rating, it was 82. Handbrake was on here a couple of times. It ran there in Dundalk. And it was 72, 75. So if you add 40 to that, you'll be coming up with 115. It's only beaten 2 lengths and a length and 2.5. Now they're decent runs on the go in Dundalk. And what rating has this? I was saying we should have what, 115. It's 93 and taken off 4. So if the handbrake was off, the favourite is the Philip Rothwell trained back from the races. It was ran well enough the last time, but it was a bit giddy, I thought, coming up the stretch. If there's a bit of money for that, it'll make it a stronger bet. But just keep an eye on it. It's one we have to keep an eye on. You know yourselves, the crack. That's about it. The only one I haven't put up is one for the Roland Merrick, and I will do it. I've just something to check. Anyway, I get this into the oven, and a couple of things to do before bed, up early. It is Christmas Eve, and I showed you a few months back that there's people all over the world watching the channel. So wherever you are in the world, we'll all sing Silent Night together. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Well, I forget it. Bash the bookies over and out. Mine gone blank. Or will I get it up? Finish it yourselves. Mine went totally blank. Glorious feeling of heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Wasn't that unreal? I know that song or that hymn down through the years. Unreal. Apologies. Bash the bookies over and out.